In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to write a business plan for drop shippers out there. Now, this can also be applied to a lot of other people also starting a business. This video is going to be catered more toward the drop shipper and you guys and ladies out there of actually starting a business and the roadmap to do that. Now, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Also, comment as to what you think the best methods of starting a business are. And also remember to watch the entire video to really get a great sense of how to actually write a business plan. And so now here we go. What you're going to do as a future business owner is actually sit down with a pen and paper or a Word document. So I want you guys to first remember, like, what does your company do? What are you trying to accomplish when you're first starting your dropshipping business? Who are you catering to? Who is your customer base? These are all things you need to keep in mind. The demographics is essential of knowing exactly what product you're going to first sell when you're trying to dropship an item, whether that's on Shopify, Wix, and so on and so forth. You need to get down to exactly the bare bones of what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do as a small business owner and or drop shipper. The process of understanding who you're trying to appeal to, what your business is going to do, essentially to try to get customers, for instance, is completely essential. I'm going to break everything down for you. This is really a brainstorming session, and it's extremely important that you understand what you're trying to accomplish when you're a drop shipper. Of course, you're trying to make the most money possible, yes, but the main goal is to really serve a purpose. Your business, you has to serve a purpose. So question yourself, if you're, let's just say, trying to sell a Christmas ornament, who is going to buy that particular Christmas ornament? How is it going to be different than any other Christmas ornament out there? Is it going to be personalized? And who is this trying to appeal to? What is the demographic of people that is trying to appeal to? Question everything. What is going to be your business name? What are you going to call your dropshipping business? Understand your legal business structure. What is going to be your LLC? Understand the mission. What is your mission going to be when you're going to dropship a particular product? You need to understand that to create the best result in terms of you drop shipping, then you need to understand who you're trying to appeal to, what your greater mission is when you're trying to drop ship a product. What is the customer looking for? That's something else that just goes right through the cracks when we're talking about drop shipping. The customer you're trying to appeal to when you're trying to drop ship a particular product need to really get a good sense of what you're trying to accomplish when you're trying to sell a particular product. This goes again with everything. This is not just drop shipping. This is really any sort of business that you're trying to really start. Let's just say you're trying to start a gym, an actual gym. Who are you trying to appeal to? People who just want to get started? If you want to do a kickboxing gym, or if you want to do any sort of martial arts gym, a UFC gym, whatever, then you need to really understand the great market of who you're trying to appeal to start the business. The next page is really understanding the message of the actual business that you're trying to start in terms of drop shipping. Does your company, does your small business solve a problem? And by problem means, like, let's just say you have a phone that always dies every single time you bring it outside. I don't know, after a few hours. Can you make a product that prevents a certain phone dying and extends battery life to your phone? That is an actual problem that a lot of people face, of course. And so if you can solve that problem, that is something that you need to really convey when you're trying to start a business plan in this message page. The next thing you need to understand when you're trying to build a dropshipping business is what results you're trying to create, and how does your company create results that you would want when you're dropshipping that particular product. Who does your company serve? Why are you dropshipping this particular product? Why are you just doing these certain things that you're doing in terms of you dropshipping this product? If you don't understand the reason why you are trying to start this dropshipping business when you're trying to make this business plan, maybe it's not the best move for you. And so really you need to answer all these questions as you're writing it down on this piece of paper when you're trying to, get a good business plan together. These are the things that I'm telling you to write on this business plan when you're trying to start a dropshipping small business. The next question you should also ask is, why should customers choose you over another particular product or service? So let's just say you are trying to sell a hammer. Well, there are a bunch of hammers out there. What makes your hammer unique? And if you can't really solve this, then you should not be selling a hammer. Lowe's sells hammers at very cheap prices. But if you let's just say solve a problem, or if a customer would choose you over any other product, then maybe the hammer has a TV or a computer or something at the very end. So it differentiates yourself from any other hammer out there. Obviously, this is a silly example, but you understand the point. You have to differentiate yourself between all other products that are out there. And the very last step is, what is your step-by-step plan to understand what sets you apart from your entire competition that's out there? This is what I was trying to get at. If you have, let's just say, a hammer, like I said, then you're not going to be able to sell a generic hammer, let's just say, when you're trying to drop ship or any other sort of business out there, because a hammer is very generic. If you want to try to sell something that's going to differentiate yourself between every other person that's trying to sell a hammer, like if you have a drill at the end of the hammer, let's just say a hammer drill, or or some sort of Inspector Gadget hammer, I don't know, you get the point. You have to differentiate yourself between all other products that your competitors are trying to sell themselves. If you can't find a reason why you are trying to sell the product, if you can't answer these questions, let's just say, in the best way, and you kind of don't like the answers that you're putting down in this business plan, then it may not be the best product or the best business to possibly get into. And you may want to rethink things, maybe take a step back and try to think about, well, what can differentiate myself between my competition? What can appeal to particular customers that I'm trying to appeal to, the demographics, all that good stuff. And so writing a business plan when you're trying to dropship is essential, because you really don't want to just dive into the dropshipping space. You need to really understand all the things that go with dropshipping and trying to understand the market into the best of your ability. You need to understand, if you don't know, let's just say you're trying to sell a hammer and you don't know much about hardware and the hardware business, then that may not be the best, option to take in terms of you dropshipping a particular product. So really take a step back, understand the best way you conduct trying to get your business off the ground, and you really should be okay if you can understand exactly what you're trying to do in terms of you drop shipping. And so if you like this video, if you find it helpful, remember to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more, and thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.